Hello, fabulous Libra. I've decided to ask you whether you want my little intros anymore. Are they yesterday's news? Do you like me to go straight in and say, Libra, hi? Or do you like the intro? Leave me a comment below. This month is quite intense. We're dealing with a lot of kind of past karma, and we're projecting into the future to think about what our lives are going to look like. And there's also a few heavy-hitting planets opposing and squaring. We have, at the start of the month, we have Mars square Jupiter, which is a good thing. It kind of makes us very enthusiastic, but we've also got Mars square Pluto and Mars square Saturn. So there's big power struggles in many ways this month. But you know what? You're up for it. Sometimes you're not up for it. You're not up to challenge people in a position of power, but this month you are. You're ready to speak your truth, and also you should have other people backing you up. Anyway, let's start at the beginning. In the beginning, we have the Sun. Trine, Chiron, the wounded healer. Now, Chiron, the wounded healer, is all about the wounds we carry with us. Sometimes from past lives, not just this life. But whatever it is, it's like, this is my wounds, and it affects, certain areas of my life. And this is about how you are in your relationships compared to how you are in your friendships and in an environment with lots of people. What needs to be healed there, the Sun will help you heal it. There will be a lot of support and a lot of revelation and a lot of opportunity to heal anything that's blocking you in relationships. On the same day, we have Mercury opposing Pluto. So there could be a very kind of intense discussion where you feel somebody is pushing you or trying to control you. Maybe you're going to make a rash decision and end something, because often Pluto creates endings, but really it's going to push you to find your voice and your power later on in the month, connected to home and family and your career. Now, the full moon is in a fabulous place for you. It's in your creativity, love, lust, romantic, intense space. So it can give you a peak experience of a high. Although I do have to say, there may be some other issues you have to deal with to do with your career and family, because Mercury is opposing retrograde Saturn. So it's things from the past to do with home and family, or your career, or a tussle between those two things. But generally, you're feeling like rah, quite on a high. There's some sort of sparky little energy inside your heart. Now, Mercury is shifting signs and bringing in that energy of collaboration, joining forces with people, finding your people, finding a group that supports you, working with people that you can collaborate with, and it's all equal. And that's very important for you this month. You need it, and you know you need it, and you're keen to get it, and it's there. Venus is shifting signs and going into your career zone. So Venus is not just about love and relationships. She's also about abundance. So after all the kind of at the beginning of the month, by the time we get to Venus entering there on the 7th, still the beginning of the month I suppose, you feel much more positive, and you're drawing the right connections to you when it comes to your career, and you just feel good in yourself about it, And when we feel kind of relaxed and calm and inspired, brings the right vibes our way. So that's very, very positive for you. And then also we have great news when we have Mars and the Sun trine, and it's, again, you've got the drive and you've got the energy to get done what you've got to get done, to put your stuff out in the world. There's also, you're finding your balance with a lover or a love interest at that time, and one-to-one partnerships are really good too. So there's this, flavour of courage and power and just brilliance. Now, Uranus is bringing unexpected stuff to do with power and powerlessness, and you've got to find a way to deal with the powerlessness. If you feel sometimes, because it's not it's not that you always feel powerful, but it's like sometimes something can suddenly happen, and rather than just being you, the wonderful you that you are, you might shrivel up inside and become very scared and maybe become very defensive or fearful. You've got to find a way to deal with that. And it's normally about past energy. So make sure that, you've got space in your home where you can put some kind of lavender and statues and, create a little altar, maybe get some white pebbles from the beach and build this little safe space for yourself where you can focus, whatever symbols turn you on, whatever it is that kind of rocks your boat, in nature, whether it's crystals, sea pebbles, whether it's a literal statue or whether it's something more natural. Find a space where you can go and focus. Light a candle, put your hand on your own heart and ask you know, for help coming back into your power, focus on what you want to manifest. It's just something just outside of your life that's there just for you, and for you just to reconnect with your source and your power. We're going through a lot of learning this month, a lot of healing, a lot of intensity where we have to stand up for ourselves, and you know, you're going to need that space. Now, what else is occurring? We have a new moon again in your collaboration zone. But you know what? This is the best new moon for you of the year to do a bit of cosmic ordering, quantum creating, law of attraction, because it plugs you in to the mains. So we are all one consciousness. We're all deeply connected. When you light up that new moon, you're like a beacon drawing what you need towards you. And also this new moon is trine Mars, and Mars is sextile the North Node, which is about our future karma. So really, in fact, what I was telling you before about building a little altar, go and do something where you're positively throwing out your desires to the universe, knowing that they're going to come towards you. See yourself in the future, because this is such a powerful moon for that for you. I mean, really, really top-notch fabulous. So definitely, whatever you do to create your reality, do it then. Mercury is making you super psychic. The sun is also going into your area of the year where you're feeling like really in tune. You know things, you sense things, you see things. So listen to your intuition, perhaps get a journal where you're writing down your intuitions on a daily basis, because the more you do that, the more that they will occur. Venus is trine Neptune on the 27th. And interestingly though, because I mean, that makes you feel a lot of empathy and you're very tuned into people, and it's around your work and career zone. So I don't know if there's a romantic connection connected to your work, but if there is, it peaks then. If not, you're certainly tuning in your empathy to somebody that you work with. Venus is opposing Pluto on the 30th, which may cause a few more ructions or transformations when it comes to your career and home. So what can I say? I mean, if you act with love, those transitions are going to be good ones, even though they might be final ones. But change is definitely coming this month. Let us see what... Oh, look, that's interesting. The affair card on the bottom. Sex and drugs and rock and roll, baby. Libra, Libra, Libra. What is occurring for you this month? This is you. You're the queen. You're there. You're ready to deal with what's coming. You are on your throne and in your power. That's why I love to see that. And you're discussing ideas to do with abundance. Venus is going to help you in that area. And you're being, you know, you're trying to shore things up. There may be someone around you, Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio, who isn't that good with money or has a different idea about money, or you're talking to them. You've also got the Queen of Cups there, about finances and abundance and how to get balance. You're balancing things up. Maybe that could be to do with the family. One of those big conversations to do with the family, and you're having to be the sensible one, inverted commas. Yeah, you might feel weighed down at certain points, but the major arcana card with these is Temperance. So it's all about you finding your balance. Don't overdo it in any area. Finding your balance within the situation to succeed. And, you know, there might be points where you feel blindfolded and trapped. That's an illusion. You can rip off that blindfold and move forward. You have that in your power. I promise you that. And there's an opportunity coming to you. Initially, you might think, what is this piddly little world someone is offering me? But ultimately, whenever I got this card when I was younger, it ended up being a massive opportunity disguised as a small world. I know I see that card differently to other people, but trust me, it works for me. Yes, you are cantering forward. You are being driven forward. There is a massive shift of energy forward. But remember, the petrol of the chariot are your thoughts and your beliefs. So that is where it's going to lead you. Or maybe it's the engine of the chariot that are your thoughts and beliefs. Either way, there is movement, there is possibility, there is balance, and there is change for you. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon. Hi gorgeous, before you go, check out my new film on my fabulous psychics. A lot of people ask me for readings, I don't do them anymore, but for over 20 years I've had an award-winning team of psychics that I truly hand-pick. So check out the film, let me know what you think.
purpose of a reading, I feel, is very much to inspire people and to empower people.
It's about hope. It's about guidance.
Using a phone or being with you, it will be the same because the matter is spiritual.
It's very important for me that the client feels spirit with them. So it was a psychic reading.
I don't remember the readings right after because it's not myself giving that, it's actually coming from spirit.
And it is a bit like a three-way conversation. I've got the person on the phone, I've got me, and I've got another voice that's telling me things.
I even shock myself, things that I come up with, and I think, how did I get that?
I'm channeling messages only for one purpose, to help people.
It's been able to help somebody have a map back to where they've got lost from.
My priority is to connect to your truth and have the best life that you can have.
I think in my readings people feel a sense of a safe space where they can really be themselves, let go.
You need a feeling of being understood because reading should be empowering.
I will make sure when the reading is finished that you're happy with everything.
I couldn't do anything else. It's part of who I am. It's what I came here for, obviously.
And when they come back and tell you they've got their dream job or the love of their life, that really makes me feel like I'm valued.
I love to hear a sigh of relief. A lot of weight has been lifted off their shoulders.
We have the answers that we are looking for within ourselves. I know I have the tools to help you.
Everything begins and ends with you.